Hey beautiful ones, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle and we are now on part 15 of my entire handbag collection. I feel that I've saved the best till last, but if you've watched my other parts, do let me know in the comments your thoughts, which have been your favourite pieces throughout the collection, which have been your favourite pieces in this video. Have I saved the best till last or not? Do let me know. I'm really interested to know which bag out of these that I've shown you have been your favourite. I know some of you have really loved my Moschino bags, so that is really good to know that other people enjoy those really random quirky pieces as well. So I have a variety of bags here to show you. As I said, I've got a couple of Chanel bags. One is my very first Chanel bag ever, so I will show you that one. The other one is a really underrated Chanel bag that you can still pick up at a really good price. No idea why, but you can. I've seen them around and you can get them at a really good price point. I've got one of my most used bags to show you, in fact two of my most used bags to show you. One which is literally bound to be a family heirloom because it has been around for ever and ever. And I've got a bag which I have no idea what it is. I think it's a Moschino bag, but I'm not 100% sure. It's in the dust bag. I also have my two fur babies here with me. As you know, I've got 4 fur babies. The other 2 are at my friend's house just for a few hours. I'll be going to pick them up very soon, but I've just got these 2 here with me. So they are sleeping at the moment. They still have their collars on because I'll be taking them out for a walk very soon, and I just wanted to get them all sorted before I went. And you may very well hear them tinkling along. They may come over and decide to sit on my lap partway through the video. Hopefully they won't squish any of my handbags. They know to be careful with my handbags. I tell them all the time, be careful with mummy's handbags. So hopefully they won't hurt the handbags. Anyway, we will crack on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my Chanel bags and my all-time favourite bag until last, and I will show you my other ones as we go. So this isn't a really great representation of my handbag collection. If you haven't seen any of the others, this is a little bit, this is kind of the last, well, it's the last part. So these are sort of the last dribs and drabs and bits that I've got, but I definitely have saved, I think I've saved the best few until the end, which was my intention when I very first started this, but the others are just ones that I've just not shown in any of the other parts. So right, without further ado, this is a bit of a weird one, but this is the one I was on about, maybe a family heirloom, purely because it has been in the family longer than my stand. I suppose most of my handbags have actually. This has been through it and it has survived, and this is a Doc Martens rucksack. So not the most lavish of bags, but this has been a work bag. I used this when, can you remember I showed you my massive Ralph Lauren collection bag that I used to wear for work when my son was born, but I stopped wearing it because the leather just kept rubbing on my clothes and it was making all my clothes go all bobbly and stuff like that. So between me not using that bag and me getting a new work bag, I was just using this one for a while, which was quite good because I was taking my son to nursery and we were going on the bus rather than driving, because it was less effort just to walk and catch the bus than mess about with car seats and parking and in and out of buggies and blinking everything else. So I used to just use this, and I could fit all of his toys in here, I could fit my work stuff in here, and this was just perfect. And he also used this as a school bag for a while as well, and I currently use this one as a bit of a shopping bag. So I have my big Anya Hindmarch bags that I use for shopping. I also just take this one, it's just like nylon, so it just goes down super flat, and I just scrump this into things and yeah, carry loads of stuff. It's currently full because I've been using it. So there's that one. I think that's the ice cream van. Can you hear the ice cream van? I do quite fancy an ice cream. It's really warm here today in the UK. The sun is out, so we've got a bank holiday coming up soon. Fingers crossed it'll be nice for bank holiday as well. So next, this one is an awful bag. I wouldn't recommend this one. If you've got this one though, that is just my opinion that it's an awful bag. If you have this and you use it, let me know what you use it for, because I currently use this for storing clothes in, which was never my intention when I bought it. Not really sure a handbag is best for storing clothes in, and it has gone a little bit out of shape, but it is not practical. I will show you what I mean. So this is, oh, what it is, oh, sorry. sorry my darling. I've got a little fur baby here and I just whapped her on the nose with my bag. Sorry, sweetheart, you alright? Yeah, good girl. That's it, you're alright. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. So, sorry. So, I have this one. This is one of the Mugler bags. So, it's a full leather bag. It's actually quite thick leather. And this is, it's gone a bit out of shape where I've been storing my clothes in it. But, this is from the H&M collection a few years ago. And it is the Mugler tote bag. But reason why I don't use this one, and I didn't realise this at the time, so I got this pre-loved on eBay, and I wanted to use this as a decent sized work tote bag. But the reason why I don't use it, and it is so impractical, is because look how wide the base on it is. It is so wide, so when it's on you, hang on, I'll get up a little bit. So when it's on you, it literally sticks out like that. So it doesn't, like, you can't rump it down either. So it is just, it's just rubbish. Hence why I use it to store clothes in, because it's quite nice just to put some clothes in, to be honest. You could use it for all sorts of stuff, but that is what I use this for. If you have one of these, do let me know what you use yours for. Oh, sorry, darling. Sorry, did I make you jump? Oh, it's alright, darling. It's alright. You're going to come and be on the camera? You're going to come and be on the camera? Come on, come and say hello. Come and say hello to everyone on the YouTube. Come on. Oh, don't be scared, darling. It's just a bag. It's just a handbag. It's a big old one. Look. This is one of my little darlings. She's a little bit overweight, aren't you? You're a bit overweight. You do like eating, don't you? Yes, you do. Alright, you can sit here. You can sit here and help Mummy do a video. There you go. Alright, I'll try not to whap you with any more handbags. Alright, yeah, good girls. Good girl, darling. Right, so, where to? Yes. So this is another Doc Martens rucksack that I have. I bought this one when I was going through my I want to paint everything era, and because I was using that green one all the time, I thought, hey, let's have another one. But I haven't actually used this one, I think, because the colours are just a bit bright. But one of the reasons why I got this one is because I have the matching shoes. And I did wear these shoes absolutely loads. I was wearing these for probably about a year, constantly, and I don't know if I would have worn them with the bag. It might have been a little bit, might have been a bit much, mightn't it? But because I was wearing these all the time, I thought, you know what, get the bag, happy days. But I've never used the bag. But these boots, I used to wear these quite a lot, and they were good little boots. But I've not worn them for a while. So as I said, I got those when I was going through my paint everything phase. So where to now? So how many bags have I got? 1, 2. So I've shown you those two. Those are like, we're now on sort of middle range point. And oh, hang on a second. No, I've got this one. This is not middle range. This is a Uniqlo Anya Hindmarch bag. As I said, I promised to show you everything. So I know you're probably here for the luxury bags, but yeah, I made a promise to show everything, hence why I'm showing all these random little ones as well. So this one, I use this one an absolute ton. It has one of these little keyring things on, and I do use this as a bag charm. I just clip it onto my bag, and I've got it in an emergency. It's probably saved a few quid having this, to be fair, in the amount of times when I've needed to use it and I don't have any other bags. Because in the UK, I don't know what it's like where you live. Let me know in the comments, actually, because I am interested. But in the UK, it now costs about 20p a bag, which is just rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Consider some of them are paper bags as well. I get it if it's plastic, but paper bags, I don't get it. So I use this one a load. Just click it on my bag. Happy days. So highly recommend these one. I did pick this up pre-loved as well from eBay. I think it was about £20, but cost per wear probably pennies, definitely cost per wear, and it saved me some money from having to pay for shopping bags when I'm just sort of pop into a shop and bought something unexpected. So right, this one, what is this one? I think most of these bags are Moschino. From where I got them from, I think from where I got them from in the house, I think these are Moschino pretty much now. And then my gorgeous Chanel bag. So this one is this. Oh, I love this one. This isn't. So this isn't really a bag. Probably, well, it is a bag. It is a bag, but it is not practical as a bag in the slightest. This is from the McDonald's range, the Moschino McDonald's range. I have all of the bags from that collection, absolutely all of them, and this is one of them that I've not shown you before. This is the fries. As I said, you can't really put much in it, but it is definitely a bag. See, it's got a little magnet. You really can't put a massive amount in, and I bought the chain's marked. Look where it's been stored. I bought these bags as collectibles. I never ever bought these with any intention whatsoever to wear these, but it took me a while to get these, to be honest. I've got these from all over the world, and I can't remember where this one came from. I think this one may possibly have, I don't know actually where this one came from, but yeah. I bought most of them either from eBay or Vestiaire Collective, and as I said, I've got the full collection because I love them, as you guys know. I do love my fun Moschino bags, so I might pop that in there safely. I do just want to apologise as well for not making any videos over the last couple of weeks. I've not been particularly well, I think, and you probably noticed this on my videos today. I'm struggling somewhat with good old perimenopause, and it is making me feel quite fluffy-headed, and some days I feel better than others. Some days I feel like I've got flu, and it's just a bit, it's just not, it feels peculiar. I don't really quite feel like myself, and it's one of those things, isn't it, that us girls have to deal with. But I apologise for my ramblingness and my tardiness for not making videos over the last few weeks, but I've just not been feeling, I've just really just not been feeling great, and yeah, but I will try my best to do better and bring you more handbag content. So what I'm going to film next, I'm not entirely sure. It will most likely be handbag related. I am going to the Schiaparelli exhibit in a few weeks time, so I will see what I can film when I'm there. I'm really looking forward to going to see that at the V&A in London. That should be fun, so I will see what I can film when I'm there for you. But yeah, I will get my thinking caps on and make some handbag content for you going forward. I love all sorts of fashion, as you guys know. I'm also a personal stylist, and I just love fashion and styling, so I can talk about those things forever. So I will get my thinking cap on. If you have any suggestions as to what type of content you'd like me to make, it does still need to be handbag related. I can talk a bit about styling, what type of handbags go with what type of outfits, although that might be a little bit, it's a little bit of an opinion really as to what goes with what. Some of that is just purely personal preference. So whether I could actually make a video about that, I don't really quite know, but you know where I'm going with this. Let me know in the comments what type of videos you would like to see from me. I have now, well, I will have shown all of my bags, so if you want me to dig out any of them and do a review of them, show you them in any more detail than what I have done previously, let me know. If you want me to know what bags I'm eyeing up on the internet, if you want me to talk about new collections that are coming out, that have just come out, anything, let me know your thoughts, because I want this channel to grow and I need support, please, from you guys to let me know what you want to see from me. So I like bags at all different price points, as you know. I prefer the more luxury bags. I also like mid-level, but my favourite bags are the weird ones. So if you want me to talk about weird, fun, whimsical, quirky handbags, I will do. As I said, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I will get my thinking cap on it as well. So this one is another Moschino bag. As I said, I think these are all Moschino bags. What that one is in that bag, I don't know. I thought it may possibly be this one, but it's not this one, because this one is here. So what this one is, I don't know. It has Vestiaire Collective on it, but I don't know whether it was from Vestiaire or whether I just put it in that bag. I don't know what that is. This is also from, this wasn't from the McDonald's collection, but it was still in that 2014 first autumn winter Jeremy Scott collection, and I am quite careful with this one because I don't know how this would be if this got any marks on it. And it's, again, it's food related. I seem to have a thing about food bags and painting. All of my jelly cats are pretty much food, except for my handbag one. They are, actually I've got a toilet roll jelly cat, which I just thought was just great. And jelly cats are all food related, which is a little bit weird. I've also got paintings in my house. They're limited edition prints of paintings, and they're food related as well. So not sure what that says about me. But this is, I will hold it up, this is a crisp packet, a Thunder Sticks crisp packet, and I thought this was really cool. Again, I didn't buy this to use, I've never used it. It's got the tag on. I don't know if it's ever been used, but it is absolutely perfect condition, and I have just stored it, wrapped it up in this tissue paper, and yeah, just kept it safe. I've never used it. I've got zero intentions, I keep saying, to use this bag, but I'm now at a loss what this other one is. Right, well, we will open it now. I'm guessing it's Moschino, but it may not be. You know, it could be something random. It could be a dress. I thought I'd already shown you this one. I didn't. Right, this is, as you can see by the tags, never used it, but this is the other part of the McDonald's collection. I thought I'd already shown you this bag already. I didn't realise it was where it was. So this is the rucksack from the 2014 collection. Random. That's a bit of a shock, because one, I didn't realise it was there where it was, and I thought I'd already shown you it. So anyway, right, where to first? What do you guys, oh, you can't answer me, can you? I'll film this and put it out before you guys even get to see it. So I've got 2 Chanel bags, and I have my all-time favourite bag ever. And oh, hang on, no, I've got another one. This one with sizing, puppets and puppets. So I adore this brand. They don't seem to make these fun bags anymore, which is an absolute shame. I have the white version of this one, so I love it. It's one of these bags again, which this is a theme throughout the whole of my handbag collection. I love bags that remind me of my childhood, or of my son, or some kind of memory attached to it, which I will talk about when I show you my all-time favourite bag, because that is literally the same sort of thing. So this one reminds me of when I was a kid. These telephones, we had to, and I saw this one on the Puppets and Puppets runway, and I just had to have it. I just saw it and I was like, oh my god, it just lit something up inside me, and I was like, have to have it. So that is it. I've got the white one. The white one is in faux leather. I think it's like faux croc, I think, but this one is in genuine leather, and love it. Absolutely love it. You can't go wrong with a little top handle black bag. So my all-time favourite bag ever, this one, oh, I could talk about this one for days, really. It took me so long to get. There was one on Vestiaire Collective which was at a reasonable price, because usually when these come up they're usually well over £1,000, and I didn't want to pay that much for it, even though I didn't really want to pay that much for it. So I saw, probably because I saw one for about £500, and I was trying to get it from the lady on Vestiaire Collective, and it just wasn't happening. I don't quite know what was going on. My friend tried to get it for me as well, and I don't know if she was just a little bit random, but it just wasn't happening. And it took years. I had alerts out waiting for things to, sort of alerts that you put on things where you type in what you want and it lets you know if anything ever comes up. I was after this bag for years. I kept talking to people about it. They were like, Michelle, just shut up about that handbag. Anyway, I finally got it, and it came from Canada, and I got it on eBay, and I had no idea at the time if I'd have to pay tax, if I wouldn't have to pay tax, how much it would be. And I'd never bought a handbag before on eBay. Actually, no, that's a lie. I possibly had done, but definitely not one from overseas. So I was just a little bit nervous about it, because you just didn't quite know what it would turn up like, being pre-loved. There was no pre-authentication of it, but it did come from a seller that I was quite confident with. They were in Canada, and I think that they'd done work with one of the YouTubers that I used to watch at the time, or she definitely mentioned them at some point, so I had heard of them, so I wasn't quite over worried. But normally anything sort of pre-loved that would come from overseas, I'd get it from Vestiaire and I'd get it checked, and I know that's no guarantee of anything, but I would do that. But I didn't with this one, and this was a really, really, really good price, which also worried me. But the second I saw, I literally jumped on it like a nut job, and I will show you it. I hope it's still okay. It's been tucked away. I should really get this out and put it somewhere, but because you guys know what this is. I have spoken to you about this one forever, but I leave it tucked away just to make sure it's okay, because I just get so worried about anything happening to it, because it took me the longest time, and it is in absolutely perfect condition. I know you guys are probably like, what the hell, that is her dream bag. This was my holy grail bag for the longest time. See, it has got a chain on it as well, and honestly, the reason why I was so obsessed with this bag was because of my son. Surprise, surprise. And when he was little and we used to go for nice days out, McDonald's was the only place I knew that we could go and take him, and he would actually eat the food in front of him, because so many times taking him other places that look really nice, do nice food, and he just wouldn't be happy eating it, so we then end up having to buy him something else so he wasn't hungry, and it just used to be really, really annoying and really, really expensive. But when he was little, McDonald's, we knew he would definitely eat it, and he liked Happy Meal, and this reminded me of some of the really, really fun days out with him when he was little. And yeah, I love this bag. I just love its little smile. I love its little tongue. My old dog used to have, she was really old, and all of her teeth were out, I think, except for one tooth I think she had before she passed away when she was 16, and her tongue used to come out because she had no teeth to hold it in, and that kind of reminds me a little bit of her as well. And I love this bag. I love this bag so much. The amount of times though people at my old work were like, Michelle, I just pop to McDonald's and get you a Happy Meal box, I'll stick it on a bit of string for you, you'll be good to go. Really not the same. Oh, honestly. So these last two Chanel bags. So one is so underrated. I've seen it loads of times, pre-loved market, and it is always at a decent price. I've got no idea why, so I'll show you that one first. So it is in this box. I got this one from eBay. It was after that one, and I got this one for about £500, and 500 quid for a Chanel bag, bargain. And it literally it's in its proper box, which I believe must be a vintage box because it's very different from the other one that I've got. It has literally, it's got everything. It's got its ribbon, it's got its camellia. I'm guessing this was put in someone's I don't know, lack of cupboard or something at some point. But it's on its little bed of Chanel paper. It's just been preserved amazingly. So why these are £500, I don't know. There was a bag a few years ago, about 7-8 years ago. I will pop a picture of it on my screen if I can find it. It was a La Mer bag, and loads of people online had that bag, and it is really similar to this one. So I've just got no idea why this one isn't more popular. It looks a bit weird when you wear it with the strap, but if you carry it as just a top handle, it's stunning. So I've got no idea why these aren't more popular. It just makes no sense. So this is it. You've probably seen these loads of times online, and it's just divine. I've got no idea in the world why this isn't more popular. It's just stunning, and it opens up like this. This is the strap for it. This is what I mean. It looks a bit weird. This is a really strange metal strap. It looks a bit weird if you wear it with the strap, so I don't think I ever would. But this has, it's literally come with everything. So it's got the authenticity card in it. It's got this little weird booklet thing, which was all about this bag. It's just amazing. It's just been preserved so immaculately. I don't think this bag has ever been used, to be honest with you, and it's just incredible. It's got a few, I don't know, it smells fine, but it looks so it might be a little bit of I don't know what on there, but it's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I've got no idea why this isn't more popular. It's not shutting. Why is it not shutting? I've not squished it where I've been storing it. I don't think I have. Why is it not shutting? Anyway, it is lovely, and I would recommend one of these. I definitely would. It's got leather on it. It's covered in leather, so whether you were to drop it, whether it would just scratch up quite easily, possibly. But yeah, it's gorgeous bag. So I will put this back in here. So I'll start telling you about the next one. So the next one is my very first Chanel bag. I bought it, you know what, I bought it. It seems as though it wasn't much money now when I tell you how much I paid for it. I paid for it just over I paid for about £2,250. I bought it pre-loved, and I bought it during the pandemic, when handbags, right at the beginning of the pandemic, handbags went really quite cheap. Since then they didn't, obviously, but I bought it when it was really quite cheap. I think people were possibly panic selling stuff, so I got this for a really amazing price. That I did get 10% off it, which brought it down to the £2,250 mark. But when I went to the V&A a few years ago, they actually had this in the handbag exhibit, and I was like, that's my bag. So the fact that it was in a museum, and I've done a bit of research into this bag before, and I've seen these bags go for sale for about 12 grand, and I'm just like, wow. But this was one of the price upon request bags. It's in this box, which is completely different from the other box. So I will show you this. I've realised just how much I've been chatting. So I will show you this bag, and I bought this one for a variety of reasons. I initially bought it with the intention of wearing it, believe it or not. But then when I realised how much more it was worth than what I paid for it, I was like, I'm not wearing it. But part of the reasons why I got this one is because I am a feminist. I'm very, very much into female empowerment. As you guys will know, if you've seen my website for my clothing brand Positive Hug, it's all about female empowerment, which is very much part of what I'm into. That is very much my sort of personality, my being. So I bought this one because of that aspect, and also because it had colours on it as well. So I was thinking, well, if it gets a bit of a mark on it, or if it gets some kind of damage on it, some sort of stain, it's not going to be over noticeable. So those were the reasons why I chose this particular bag, and it was only sort of since then when I realised how much it's actually worth. I was like, oh, and I've not worn it, which is I was a bit annoyed about that, because I actually genuinely bought this to wear. So I may wear it at some point, but as you can see, she is a classic medium flap, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I love the fact that this is in gold and silver. I think it's champagne gold and silver on here, and then it just opens up as a classic flap would do. It smells divine, and you can just see the normal Chanel there. But can you see why I was drawn to this one, with the fact that it's got marks on it anyway, which is intended from the print. And I just, it says like ladies first and make fashion, not war. And I was so drawn to this one for so many reasons. And when I realised how much it actually costs, I was a bit annoyed, because as I said, I bought this with every intention to wear it, but I haven't done. So that is the story of this bag. What is that on there? Oh, that's a little bit in the little pocket bit. So this is a gorgeous bag, to be honest. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I wouldn't be without it. So just because I don't wear it doesn't mean I don't want it, that I don't love it. And I haven't had it out for a little while. I forgot how gorgeous she actually is. So that is it, my lovelies. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched all of the other parts of this, well done, amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Really wonderful to have you here. Please let yourselves be known in the comments. I would love to have a chat with you in there, just to say hi. As I said, do let me know your thoughts. Which have I saved the best till last? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, as I said, what other types of videos you would like to see from me, because now I've done this series, I've got to start looking at other things for you guys that you would want to know. But it does need to be in the handbag fashion kind of niche, because that is what I love talking about. So do let me know, and thank you, my lovelies. Till next time, bye.
And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10.